Alright, here it is in its full glory. I finally fixed everything. A couple of things that were broken. This envelope wasn't functioning at all. The VCF2 was stuck and I was getting zero audio out of the low pass filter. So I had to find a new filter chip, and I replaced all of the electrolytic capacitors throughout the entire synth except for two big ones in the power supply because they're glued down and I just didn't want to bother with it. They looked fine. I replaced two chips in the third envelope generator. That's about it. It still might need some calibration, but whatever. I'll worry about that at some later point. Let's hear it. So I'm just gonna run this off the sequencer. I'm doing this one-handed. Can't really play that well, despite the collection. It's by like monophonic synths. Anyway, it's got a little sequencer. So 1, 2, 8 steps. Yeah, so that's cool. It's got two full voices, so you can fade between the two voices using the fader. All necessary volume control. Yeah, 3 different envelopes. Technically 5 because these two here have inverted copies that you can use. There's a switch to change the length of the envelopes. You can switch the envelopes between different triggers. Also notice that the sequencer transposed, you can actually have that work either way. It's not really obvious what that's doing when I split that off at the moment because the voice set up, but whatever. So I swapped out all the knobs. I found the black forest of knobs a little bit confusing when I was playing it initially. And a couple of them were mismatched, so I just decided to replace them all. To the color palette that I liked. Yeah, here it is. Looks like Rainbow Vomit, whatever. It's awesome. Each of the filters are multi-mode filters. You can switch between high pass, band pass, and low pass. You can switch which envelope is controlling each of the VCAs. You can just kind of make a drone voice. This thing is pretty awesome. It's almost like a modular synth. It really is. It's laid out a little funny because for example, to change the mode of the filter, you have to look at the VCA section, and that's like you set the switch to what's being input into. I don't know. It's kind of backwards. You would think that like the mode switch for the VCF would be in the VCF section, but it's not. It's in the VCA section on this synth. So things are done a little bit backwards. It's really confusing at first, but after playing with it for 20 minutes or so, you start to get the hang of it. But yeah, this thing is super sick. You've got your tuning controls over here, master tune, and then you can detune the oscillators. I mean, it's a really capable synth. The LFO goes into like audio rate. I mean, listen to that. It's just crazy. Oh, my ass. Yeah, this thing is awesome.